Hello, good day wherever you are listening to me. I am Toby by name, and I'll be taking you to the guide on how to get your Samsung TV repaired if you're having the same problem like my own Samsung TV. This actually is the inside after you've opened the back cover of the TV. This is the model number of my Samsung. As you can see, this is the model number of the Samsung. And actually there are like four components once you open the back cover of your Samsung TV. This is the power supply board. This is where the output cord to the power outlet is connected. This is the output 3 pin. So this is the power supply panel, and also from the power supply panel, this actually is the cord taking power to the main board. So this is the main board of the TV. So this is the main board. This actually is the display board, and there is a cord that actually leads from the main board to the speaker and also to the sensor, remote control sensor. So if you're having the same issue like my own TV that takes 10, 15, 20 minutes to come up, sometimes it takes hours before it comes up, you should know where the error lies. Though I googled online for some app which actually didn't work out, some actually said I should change the main board, which actually is not the fault. The main board actually was not faulty. I actually did some readings on the main board. It was not faulty. So actually, if you're having the same problem, you should know that the main fault is from your power supply. So once the TV is on, there will be a red light that comes up here. And also, what you can also do is to test your TV. If you put the power cable, this I'm putting the power cable after removing the cord leading to the main board. So this cord should be removed. I've removed it. So I've removed the cord. So let's plug in our power. This power, I've plugged in the power. Okay, your TV should actually give a light if you plug in the power. You can see the power is not inserted. So actually I will try and insert the power to the right place. You should be careful of the high voltage in your TV because it stores higher voltage, which you can reduce by 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 using a screwdriver to match the positive and negative capacitor, the big one here together. You see a spark, so you match, you do the two. So once you do the two, yes, I can now insert it very well so that you can actually see the light I was referring to in the first place. So assuming this cord is off and you plug in the power, your TV should actually come up with a light. As you can see, there is a light in the pole. There is a light. As you can see, there is a backlight. See the backlight. So I will remove the power now to see that the backlight will go off. So once I remove the backlight, the power cord now, see the power goes off. That means the fault is from the the section supplying power to your main board. So before I get the TV repaired, once I put this cord and the backlight is on, once I put this cord inside, excuse me, the backlight goes off. So I actually did some research on it and found that the the power section, this section, let me reduce the power before touching it. Let me reduce the power. As you can see, there is a spark, so I can now touch freely. So I can touch freely, nothing will happen now. So you can see there are several capacitors here. None was bulging or having faults. There was no visible fault at all on that capacitors. There was no visible fault. I mean, no visible fault. Even if you actually remove this power supply board and you read the capacitors, you won't even notice any fault until you remove these two capacitors, and these are the two main capacitors faulty. They actually here, one was here before, the other capacitor was here. They are two in number, and these are the voltage reading is 1000 UF by 10 volt, 1000 UF by 10 volt. And this is the second one also. The second one is also the same 1000 UF by 10 volt, 1000 UF by 10 volt. So this is it. These two capacitors are faulty. See, and they are not bulging. You can't see any bulge on them. See, no bulge, no bulging sign, no fluid was removing on their head, but they are faulty. They are the one responsible to store the energy, so that once you press your power button on your remote, the stored energy is the one that will make the main board comes up. If the energy stored is not okay, the TV won't come up, and that is what actually caused your TV not coming up until like 10-15 minutes before they can actually reserve or store that energy needed for the main board. So some Samsung TV, this is a 40-inch TV, this is 40-inch Samsung TV. Some Samsung TV, you have, instead of 1000 UF in two places, you have just 2200 UF and 10 volts, yes, or 2000 UF 10 volts. So what you need to do is to get a replacement in a nearby shop and change it, like I've changed my own, and mine is perfectly working now. I mean, perfectly working now. So once you do that, I believe you should be able to have a good head with the changing of these two capacitors. So once the capacitors changing is about $1 here. It's not even up to $1. So it's very easy. Instead of, because I actually get to one of my engineers said I should bring $100 or $100 for the repair, and these are the two main faults. So you just change it, and I believe you should be able to have a good start with the two capacitors. Please, if you like the video, please give me a thumb up and subscribe, please, so as to actually get more of real videos to benefit from next time. Thank you very much. I believe to see you next time. Thank you.